Have you ever gone through one of your old Minecraft worlds? If you have, sometimes you can feel a deep sense of nostalgia that floats around you as you go through them. This seems to be pretty common in most cases, and so in this video, I'm going to go through my own Minecraft world that gives me this feeling of nostalgia. Now, I made this world 8 years ago, but in this video, I'm just going to show you what I've built in it and just give you a little description. So yep, I'm going to begin the video, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I was just in this little spawn area right here. I don't know when I built this, but it was a pretty long time ago. What I'm gonna do is just go through every building or area and then just give you guys a little background story. But it all starts here at Frank's Horse Pavilion. Alright, you've got $5 per hose, which I think is supposed to say horse, but you know, I probably wrote that sign when I was like 7. But we got the gentleman on this side, so this is where all the male horses are. And then the laddies are over here. So I'm not really sure what was going through my head when designing this, because I gave the horses ice blocks to like chill next to. There's a lot of like weird chickens in here and parrots, and as you see, I also put in the rainbow sheep because, you know, why not. Now we're just gonna ignore this bedrock too, and we're gonna go back to the main area over here. Now the second thing I built in this world, or actually the third thing, was this like McDonald's place. I don't think I called it McDonald's because I want it to be, okay, yeah, it's called McBloxers. And, you know, I don't really know why I named it that, but it's probably because I played a lot of Roblox and just maybe like the sound of the name. But over here we have the drive-through, and we're in the back. There's actually a bunch of random stuff. Alright, so yeah, this is the drive-through. There's a drive-through window. There's no roof, which is kind of odd, but you know, I can't really blame myself too much because I did build this a very long time ago. There's actually some double doors that says cash refiller, creative mode, players only, and I'm in creative mode, so I'm gonna go in here. I'm not really sure what's down here. Oh wait, wow. Oh, I see. Okay, there's hoppers up here, or droppers, and they just drop stuff in the hoppers and you can take them out. This building right here is actually the 4th building that I made. Or actually, my friend and I made a lot of these buildings a while back, but alright, I forgot to show this back here, but this is like a little trash room or something. And then over here, there's like a little employees only lounge, and there's another one of these railroads that I'll get to in a sec. There is a secret escape route that we built in here, and I think it just goes over here. But if you wanted to, oh yeah, here we go. If you wanted to, you could just escape the building from right here. Alright, now the next building that I made, if you come from the center, is actually not that place, but it's this bank over here. And this is what I wanted to show you guys because it's kind of interesting. But basically this entire, okay, I'm not really sure what these guys are doing in here, but you know, this was pretty much just for fun to see if we could make like a bank system, which it didn't really work, but you know, it was like fun to make regardless. So we'll close this up actually. The part about the bank that I do like is actually the secret vault escape tunnel thing. Alright, so what would happen in this side of the bank is this is where like the vault is, kind of. So the thing is like you weren't allowed to step and activate the note blocks, but it didn't really matter because there were these tripwires that you needed to like avoid. This is where you can escape from the bank, but it's like secret kind of. So there's supposed to be somebody sitting here, and I don't know if you just saw, but there's a lever down there. And then if you were like familiar with them, if you were familiar with the person sitting here, they'd let you go through by just opening that. And then you could come over here, and then whoa, there's a secret room down here. You open this up if you wanted to escape from the bank, if you were getting chased by somebody. And then you just walk down here. And then I think if you just kept following the road, yeah. But the next building I want to go over is the Aquarium. It has daily dolphin shows. You know, I don't remember making any of this. Yeah, every room was color coded and it all had like a different fish inside of it. Alright, so I managed to set the game up, and you basically just needed a trident that was in this chest, and I just enchanted it with loyalty because you need it. But you're supposed to just come in here and let's see. Yeah, you're supposed to just come in here and stand on this platform. We have these like bleachers where people would watch you. And so the goal was, there are a bunch of dolphins, which are kind of all mixed together right now. They're in a big group. But what would happen is there would be some puffer fish in this dispenser, and someone would stand here and drop some of them in. So the goal was to stand on this platform and try to hit the puffer fish without killing any of the dolphins. So let's see if I can hit one. So there's one over here. And that actually did hit him, so that's nice. Halloween 2018. Alright, this is holy nostalgia. Okay, I built this on October 31st. I feel like this is like a really cool build. This is a free home for anybody who needs to stay inside of a home for a night or two. So, you know, that's pretty dope. Alright, now over here, this is actually a pretty big building. In here, this is like a apartment building. We have another restaurant in here. Now, we have like a check-in. But if we go upstairs, there are a bunch of these rooms that we can go inside of, and there's nothing in them, but, you know, it's just a little room you can stay in. Over here, we have a dance floor, actually. DJ. Yes, it's like a little dance floor, which is pretty sweet. There's nothing else in here. It's just like a big empty room. As I go through some of these buildings, I get like a sense of like, okay, that was a cave sound. Even though it's daytime, like I get this like sense of liminality, whatever it's called, like, you know, liminal spaces, like the back rooms. I'm kind of getting like that sense a little bit, which is kind of weird, but you know, at the same time, it's like, dang. But over here, we have the zoo. And there are a bunch of phantoms in here. And I'm not sure how, because if you look, we are in peaceful mode. So I'm not sure how there are phantoms, but, you know, we have a forest over here, which is pretty chill. There's nothing much else in there. But if we go over here, down this road that's called Route 57, this was actually the true, like, original, like, building we like, my friends and I created. And it's not even a building. It's actually a pig pen, okay? There are pigs. Yep, here we go. This build was created at the beginning of time, so technically, these pigs are 5 to 6 years old as of 2023. So, yeah, I wrote this 3 years ago. But now, it's 2026, so it's more like 8 years old. Alright, well, if you guys like me touring this creative world and want to see more, just leave a comment down below and leave a like on the video, because I probably make a couple more videos on this world, because there's a lot to uncover. There's so much more over there. I'm probably going to upload another video today after this if I get this one out today, but I also I also will probably stream soon. I'll probably play some Slime Rancher if y'all want to see that. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.